There we go. Oh, this thing is in the way. And then I didn't turn this on.
You got the volume right? You don't need the light. Okay, baby.
Okay. I like it.
What's happening? What's happening?
Welcome.
Welcome to Conversations with Heath and Tracy. Live every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from the DMV.
We haven't come up with a name for the show yet.
Conversations with Heath and Tracy.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
What you talking about? Ain't no name.
Okay.
That is the name.
That's the name?
It's Conversations.
Ooh.
Because ain't nothing wrong with healthy conversation.
What about this week, guys? Congratulations on the new administration.
Yeah, we had a little transfer of power going on in the DMV.
New world.
In DC.
Well, no, it ain't just DC, baby.
In the free world.
I guess. We free now, y'all. We's free. We's free because it was... Can we just take a breather on the last 4 years? Just everybody, just real quick, just take a deep breath.
Little mindfulness on this Saturday morning,
You know,
right?
We like to talk about your mindset, right? It's just like a big, deep, like, just a relaxing breath kind of thing, you know. I'm just so happy that hopefully we can get on one accord. I know it's going to take a minute. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be better.
It's all good, baby.
It's going to be better.
Okay, let's just reset for a moment. Welcome to Conversations with Heath and Tracy, where we meet here every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to demystify your relocation to the DMV. So today, you can ask us anything.
Ask us anything, guys.
What do they do if they have a question, baby?
You just put a Q in front of it, and then we'll see that it's a question.
So if you're thinking about moving to the DMV, we are here to help. We want to help you with your relocation effort. Today, we are discussing, what are we discussing, baby?
We're discussing Bethesda, Maryland today.
Yes.
So Bethesda, Maryland, and then we're going to talk about what happened this week.
In the DMV.
And then we're going to talk about, again, mindset. And the mindset this week is finding the job and getting your mindset around finding the proper job for moving. Is that right, baby?
Yeah, that's right enough.
What
yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Absolutely.
Okay.
Mindset on you getting your job game up.
And if this is your first time here.
Hey, I'm Heath.
And I'm Tracy.
We are podcasters, parents, and joyfully married after 30 years. That's right.
It's going to be 31 this year, guys.
Yep. We have 4 children. So, hey, if you want some positivity and an upbeat vibe added to your Saturday morning, you need to join us right here. Live.
This is where we're going to be.
That's what we talk about is the DMV.
And if you're new here, type new.
Type new you.
He likes to add you.
Type new you.
You can just type
because it's 21. We want a new you. That's right.
Oh, hang in there. 1 second.
We're talking about Bethesda, Maryland this week.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Bethesda, Maryland.
No, I don't have any visuals. I'm
what
sorry.
happened?
I couldn't get them in the thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let me tell y'all about Bethesda. So Bethesda is...
I'm sorry.
It's cool, babe.
I had it in my phone. We drove around Bethesda when we came to look for houses because we were looking at Bethesda.
We have friends in Bethesda.
We love Bethesda, but we couldn't find the right house.
Shout out to all my Maryland people and Bethesda in particular.
You know who you are.
Yes.
And we loved Bethesda. We loved the downtown feel of it.
Yep.
It's really like close to, and it's right next to Chevy Chase. So when we talk about Bethesda, we're going to talk about
like Bethesda Chevy Chase back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, you're not right, baby. That's right.
Yeah. It's almost like
it's
one
almost
place.
like it's one place.
But it's 2 places.
It is 2 places. Chevy Chase there's Chevy Chase DC part neighborhood, then there's Chevy Chase Maryland, and then there's Bethesda.
Did you know there were more than 1,200 trees that grace the streets of Bethesda, Maryland?
Are you serious?
A community whose downtown is designated as an arts and entertainment district by the great state of Maryland.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How
I
about
wish I
that?
had the pictures because the pictures are amazing.
Well, maybe we can do a little post editing, baby, and throw some pictures in there.
I'll try to do that.
Yeah. So on the replay, maybe we have.
It is really cool. It's a really cool vibe. It's really pretty. They got a lot of stores, shopping, restaurants, and a lot of sidewalk restaurants, which was cool during the summer during the awakening because you could still enjoy it.
Yeah, but Bethesda is definitely a bedroom community. Right,
yeah.
and it's on the border of Washington D.C., so it's considered one of the wealthiest and most highly educated cities in America.
That's where Walter Reed is, and that's where NIH is.
Yep.
When the previous person that occupied the White House went to get taken care of, that's basically where he went.
Yeah, he was at Walter Reed in Bethesda.
Yep.
No doubt. The median income in Bethesda is about $175,000.
Woo!
Well, I'm sorry, that's the median household income.
Okay, so that's with two people working.
Yeah.
That's still high, baby.
Yep.
That's still high.
And to your point, major employers include Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, along with a number of other corporate and government headquarters as well.
Yeah, I have a cousin that works up there.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's very diverse.
Yep, it is. Let's look at the real estate. I think this one's going to work.
Okay,
there we go.
Got some real estate game going.
So as you can see, you can get a house, you can get a condo. They have lots of high rises in Bethesda, and it's just a really cool vibe. You can find a little excuse me, you can find a little studio for about $180 or so, as you can see. And then you've got high rises. If they're higher, that means if the price is higher, that means they're newer. But a lot of older buildings are in Bethesda. So that's what you can see there at the 383 one. And then that little house there is about $1 million, which is on the lower end, guys, for a single family home.
Yeah, median home value in Bethesda is $897,358.
Yeah, so that house you see there for $915 is going to be on the lower end. As you can see, it's smaller. It's a little under $2,000, but I bet you any amount of money. It's a cute little street. That's another thing we loved about Bethesda. Was how cute the streets were. Oh my gosh.
Really
they
cool
were walkable. People were just walking their kids and walking their dogs. Not a lot of sidewalks, but just the streets are like narrow.
Yeah, especially the closer you get to downtown Bethesda, right?
Oh, it's so freaking cool.
It has that vibe where it's very neighborhoody, very bedroom-like, but then 2, 3, 4 minutes in a car, you're in downtown Bethesda. So you got tall buildings and restaurants and shops. So definitely a good location.
And then the rental, let's take a look at the rental. Come on.
Household median.
There it is. Okay. So rental, I just picked the ones for in laundry because I can't imagine not having laundry in my unit.
Yeah.
So you've got a little house there, which is $3,500. That's actually really, really good for a 4-bedroom home. I would expect it to be more like 4, but 35 is really good. There's another 4-bedroom home, as you can see right there, is $4,250. Then you've got an apartment feel condo probably. And as you can see, the prices range. It's probably a little bit older building. And then you've got some, it looks like it's pending. See, that's about $2,200. So it's very reasonable for this area to be this close to DC. So that's the thing to keep in mind with that. Yeah.
And people in Bethesda have jobs, right? So it's only about 2.6% unemployment rate. And 84% of people that live in Bethesda have a bachelor's degree or higher.
Wow.
Right? So very educated.
You're going to be around smart people.
A lot of brain power happening in Bethesda, right? And so close to 70% of those people are in the workforce.
Okay. So that's nice. It's a very, very nice area if you didn't consider Bethesda. It is affordable. And like I said, they got some high rises. The downtown is really cool. I'll try to insert some in here when I repost. Let's look at cost of living, babe. So with cost of living, I gotta take these off. I can't see either way. That's a shame. Okay, I'm gonna come in a little bit closer.
It's all right, baby. You want me to wipe your glasses for you?
It's not gonna help. Okay, so as you can see here, we put Chevy Chase and Bethesda in together, right? So you've got food and groceries, a little bit more. I'm not sure. I think it's the taxes. I'm not sure, but I think it is. When I looked at moving to Bethesda versus Virginia and everything, I found things like that were higher in Maryland as opposed to Virginia. I'm not sure why, but just the things you use every day are a little bit higher close in Maryland than they are in Virginia. And so in Virginia, your housing is higher, but I think it balances out. Basically, it's basically what you want to deal with.
Right.
As you can see, the housing is significantly higher. But if you want to compare Chevy Chase to Bethesda, Chevy Chase is going to be a little bit higher than Bethesda. We looked at a few homes in Chevy Chase.
We did. We did.
Oh, I know why we didn't get them. They would get snapped up like within 10 minutes of getting posted.
I mean, that's hot commodities over there, right? And so when you're talking about these areas that Tracy and I that live in and are looking at, right? So we landed in Arlington when you started talking about Bethesda, Chevy Chase, DC proper, anywhere around the city or in the city. I mean, that is hot stuff. And so if you find something that you like, you got to get on it. You got to jump on it fast, or it's going to be gone.
Yeah, we looked at one house and it was like, we loved it. It was perfect. And I knew it was going to hit the market, but I didn't think to put everything in prior to hitting the market. Because remember last week when I told you, if you work with a realtor coming here, it's going to be a lot easier to find what you're looking for at the price you're looking for it at. And I didn't think to put in an application or put in for the house or bid on the house prior to it going live. I knew it was going to go live because I could tell by the software that my realtor had sent. But I didn't think to put everything in before it went live. Well, let me tell you something. I learned my lesson. As soon as that house went live, literally 10 minutes later, it was gone.
Gone.
So, and that's how we got, you have to be on top of it. You just have to be, especially in the area. The housing prices are a little bit lower than in the Northern Virginia area in some areas. So you need to be on it. You need to be on it. Okay.
So let's reset for a second, baby. So, hey, if it's the first time joining us, make sure you type new or new you in the comments, even if you're watching on the replay. So we want to know that you're here. We want to reach out to you and say hello. And also,
I like your shirt.
Thank you, baby.
I just noticed it.
Thank you, baby.
When did you get this one?
You were with me when I bought this one.
I don't remember this one.
And also, we're here every Saturday. So 11 a.m. Eastern. Join us, reach out, and let us know if you have questions. If you're looking at moving from one place to the other, if you have some interest in the DMV, whatever it is, we're here to help.
So now I have a job. So, you got to move to the area. You got to find a place to live. Right, guys?
Got to work.
So we've got, let's see. It's pretty low. I think the unemployment is pretty low here. Compared to the United States, a little bit lower. Future job growth is a little bit lower. I'm not sure why. I think because they're so solid right now. So the job growth is going to be a little bit lower, I think.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, that's what I would attribute to that. Okay, let's look at people. What did I put here?
People are people, so what can it be?
Okay,
you and I don't get back so humble. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know this one. What's this one?
That's an 80s joint.
Who sings that one?
I'm not sure. I think it was like a one-hit wonder type.
I've never heard that song.
People are people, so somebody know what it is. They're type. Y'all type who sings that song or what the name of that song is.
I don't know what that is.
Somebody knows.
Heath has all these songs in his head. I don't know where he gets
Somebody knows what it is. It's all good.
It's wild. So this is,
X,
okay, I know y'all like to see people. So, yes, it is predominantly the lighter persuasion in Bethesda and Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
But we there too, y'all.
Yeah.
Barely, but we there.
All of DC is swirling. It's all swirl. It's
but when I'm in Bethesda, I don't feel like we're barely there. Why is that?
Because you're close to DC.
Oh, moving this side a little bit so people can see your face. Okay, yeah. So there you go with the number of people. Let's look how they voted, y'all. Let's see what happened there. Okay.
Hold on.
So it's blue. It's a blue town. That's for us.
Maryland's a blue state.
That's what we like to see.
Maryland's a blue state.
Yeah, Maryland is a blue state. That is a blue town.
DC is DC is super blue, and then it just goes out from there.
And let's see what the crime is looking like there. Okay. Property crime is a little bit higher, isn't it?
Well, because you're closer to DC, right? So sometimes you have kind of that little urban piece. But a lot of times it's, hey, you had something in the yard, your car was in the yard, somebody.
Let me tell you something, y'all. Let
Lock-
me tell you something about living around here and living. Cause these people will get in your car.
You gotta lock your car.
No, and if you don't lock it, they'll break the window. It's the darndest thing I've seen. They don't care, and they'll do it in broad daylight. They'll do it. So property crime here, I think, has been the biggest disappointment.
Let me break it down for you. If you in or around the DMV and you go somewhere in your car, don't have anything on your seat, nothing showing in the car, make sure you lock your car. If you're at home, if you're in the city, if you're in the area, lock your car. Don't leave things visible. And for the most part, you're going to be good.
Okay. I guess.
Now, if you think that because you have this Tony suburb and it's all good and you can just park your car in the driveway and not lock your door, leave all your packages from shopping, leave your door unlocked, you might get victimized.
I suggest a garage.
But everybody don't have a garage. So I'm saying you have to have some strategies for people to execute and not be worried about what's happening.
And one of the strategies people use around is they just leave their car open. And they don't leave anything.
You're going to leave the stat up over
I'm sorry. He wants to see the face. Let me show you our faces. We're talking about crime.
I know that. But we're done talking about crime. Let's move on.
I need to go get some new glasses.
We're not going to stress on the crime, right? Right?
He's obsessed with
don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. See, we got a song in together this time, guys.
Oh, you knew that one. Where did that one come from? Where was that from?
I know it. It's a TV show.
It is a TV show.
Don't do it. Is that Policewoman?
And keep your eye.
Beretta.
On the spiral.
Is that Beretta? What is it?
I think it is Beretta.
See, he gonna ask me, and he didn't even know. But this is what I live.
I was about to say The White Shadow.
Oh no, that was not The White Shadow.
I was going to get over The White Shadow.
Yeah.
No,
so y'all Gen Xers know that one. If you know that, put it in the comments.
Yeah, I think that's Beretta.
I think it is Beretta.
I don't think I've said the word Beretta in 30 years.
All right, let's jump in here. Good morning, Calvin.
What's up?
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. IPR, good morning. There's a Nima.
Where?
Right here.
Naima.
Yeah. Yes.
What's up, Naima? Good to see you.
Oh, Calvin, Bethesda is your favorite area? Bethesda is the bomb. I'm going to tell you right now.
We were this close.
Ugh.
This close.
And the house had a pool.
To get in the house with the pool and Bethesda, we were so close.
We were so close. It would have been so good.
But it's all good.
It is. The homes are a little bit more, but you can find something. Like I said, remember to get a realtor.
Yep.
If you get a realtor, it's so cool. They give you this cool software that you sign into, and they put in the parameters, how much you want to pay and everything. They put everything in, and you'll be surprised.
Yeah, the realtors
you'll be surprised. So definitely don't sleep on the realtors. Just because everything is on the internet, it's not. It's not on the internet.
Yep.
So definitely get a realtor. Okay.
Tracy and I were realtors back in the day.
Yeah, but we're not realtors anymore, so don't ask us. I will never be a realtor again.
We can give you our humble opinion about stuff, like we're doing now.
Yeah.
And it's the quality and the value of the data and the information that we're giving you is even better because we're looking at it through the lens of former realtors as well as people who are practically leveraging this kind of data to make decisions.
I just love the way he put that. Isn't that, just so cool. Hassan, hey, Hassan.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up, Hassan?
What you need help with, Hassan? Go ahead and put your question down there and put a Q and then put a question. We're going to answer it. Okay. The song is by Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode, see?
Thank you, Care 007. Welcome back.
You know what
Depeche Mode. Okay. Talking about People Are People song.
That's
Don't
right.
know the other one. It was a TV show.
Yeah.
It was a TV show.
I'm pretty sure it was Beretta. If you look up, somebody Google the theme song to Beretta and see if that was what we were singing.
I think it was.
Go ahead, baby.
I think
What else
it
you
was.
got?
I think that was it, baby. So
That was
let's
it?
jump back into.
Okay.
So the next thing we want to talk about is if you are moving to a different area. Say you're moving here, and you're like, okay, I can transfer, or I want a new job, or I need a new job because I want to move there, so the job needs to be more. I think Heath and I have told you our story. And our story was one, we knew we wanted to move here.
Yep.
But two, we knew we needed to make more than we were making in North Carolina.
Right.
And then it was really odd. You have to really, really move and trust God when you're when you're coming up with these ideas and designing your life. We like to talk about designing your life, not just living. People are you only live once and live. I'm digging that. I am living. I am life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So because I am life, I want to design my life. Right? So when we designed our lives, we decided, one, we wanted to move to this area. Two, we needed more income.
Right.
And then I lost my job. So then we were thrown a little, what's this? What's this going on? Because we went from 2 incomes to 1, but we were trying to get something. And we just stayed right where we were. And we designed our lives.
Right.
So what are some points, baby?
Let's talk about a couple points.
Okay.
So when you're considering moving to a different state or a different country for a job, let's say, so let's give you some things to consider, right? So you want to weigh your options. So, Tracy and I love pros and cons. Hello. So let's talk about some pros of a job relocation. So, hey, you get to try some new experiences. You get to live in a new city or a new country, right, that you've never lived in before. That could be dope. You can meet some really dope people, right? Meeting new people is always good.
Not right now, though.
But we're gonna have the latter part of 21. It's gonna be great to meet new people.
I got a question for y'all. Put it in down there. Are you gonna get vaccinated?
So
put down there if you're gonna get vaccinated.
Your expenses to move will likely be covered by whatever organization is wanting you to relocate. So that's something else to consider.
That helped us. Stop there for a second.
Okay.
When that was part of it too. Now talk about designing your life. We didn't want to pay to move here.
Right.
So put the idea in your head. I'm not going to have to pay for my move. Hey. We didn't have to pay for our move.
Hey.
So put that idea in your head too. Okay.
Powerful. See it first. See it here. And then watch it manifest.
Yeah.
Speak it. See it, speak it, and then watch it manifest.
But if you are going to have to pay to move here, put that in there that you'll be able to have
it'll be in your budget, that it won't be a strain, that it won't be a
stressful. Or the resources. I just call it resources.
The resources will appear.
Yes.
Right. No doubt. That's it's a good point, baby. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I want to say that and that, hey, you might because of that move that you're doing, you may be getting a promotion, right? So because of the relocation, you're going to be increasing your income.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
Promotion.
Yeah.
We want resources. We want promotion. We want new ideas and new scenery. Think about those things when you're designing your new life. New friends.
Okay, so let's talk about some cons maybe.
Oh.
So some cons might be, hey, you're leaving your current home, your local friends, your relatives, right? We dealt with all of that. When we left Atlanta, moving to North Carolina, that was something that we had to deal with.
Yeah.
We've been in Atlanta for a long time, but we had friends, we had lots of family, we were accustomed to the areas, we knew all the routes and the places and the back roads, and you're comfortable, it's your thing, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes when you're moving, when you're doing a relocation, some of that can kind of tug at you.
Okay, so stop on the cons, y'all. I need to go back to North Carolina, and y'all can go back and watch our video on how I felt about North Carolina. And I'm not dogging North Carolina. North Carolina is a beautiful, beautiful place. If you want to move there, you're going to love it.
And it was a tremendous blessing for us.
But we never got our tribe there. We never found our group of friends. We never had that sense of enveloped into a community. Even after we joined the church. Even after we joined the church.
And
so
we made some good friends at church.
We helped build the church location.
We did.
We actually were like the catalysts for that church location.
We did. We were.
Because we moved from Atlanta. We were like, we need this here.
Right.
And we got it going.
Yep.
But it still didn't hit right. And that's how we knew we weren't going to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention to that kind of stuff. When we moved here, everything is just kind of like falling into place.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends, of course, were already here because we attended college here. But other people, our neighbors are amazing. Amazing.
Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So just ask yourself some questions, right? When you're looking at moving, when you're looking at relocating, hey, are you a person that likes change? Are you looking for an
that's
increase?
A good question, babe.
An increase in your pay? Is that going to increase your chance for a promotion? If you relocate, would you be relocating to a city that you've always wanted to live in?
Hit the like button if y'all like this. The like button helps the algorithm. I keep forgetting to say that because that's
hit the like button.
Hit the like button. We just smash the like button, punch the like button, whatever. Like, y'all, if you like it. If you don't, that's fine.
Hey, if you're married, would your spouse or your loved one be comfortable with such a move? That's another question to ask yourself, right?
Oh, that is a good one. In our other lives, we talk about marriages. So it's really important to have that conversation when you're designing your life too. So make sure y'all kind of on the same page.
Very important. Very important. Will it negatively impact your job or your personal happiness? Right. So that's one of the things that Tracy talked about with moving from North Carolina to the DMV. Yeah. Right. So even though we were there and it was beneficial to our careers and what we were doing in our lives, she felt like she would be happier in Metro DC and in some of the other places. And she is, right? So
I'm so happy.
It's amazing how that works out, right?
I'm so happy.
So ask yourself these things and factor it into your decision making.
Is that all you have, baby?
I got some more, but that's enough.
No, I want to know what else you had.
You do?
Yeah. What
all
else you got? He got a whole list, y'all.
Let me see what else I got, baby.
Maybe you didn't like it. Because you think and you write stuff down. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, what you want to do is look at those questions that you're asking yourself and how you're answering them and compare and contrast what you come up with, right? And so, hey, how many yeses did you have? How many no's did you have? Do you want to maybe seek some wise counsel on the things that you're considering? I think that's another valid point.
Wise counsel is always good.
Yeah, so...
they're seeking wise counsel now.
Yeah. So when you have maybe a circle of people that you know and respect, maybe you can go to them. You can reach out to people like me and Tracy, right? Or do you have kind of your own personal board of directors to bounce these things off of? So I think that's important as well, right? So your prayer, meditation, your wise counsel, your engagement, your reading, your answering your questions, having the dialogue with yourself, with your spouse, if that's applicable. All of those things are really important.
Okay.
To get to the conclusions you're looking for.
Okay. Thank you so much, baby.
Hey, no problem.
I like those. What y'all think about those? Okay, so let's go back. Okay. Oh, yeah, I asked y'all about the vaccination. So I'm a little excited.
The vaccination.
I really, really want to get vaccinated. I didn't before, but I do now. I want to go and get my nails done. I want to go and, get a facial, lay there and let the girl. Because the girl, when you get in a facial, she right in your face. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that right now. So let's see. Ezekiel. Hey, Ezkia. I'm not good at this. I'm so sorry.
Ezekiel.
I said it right. Ezekiel Afari. Hi.
What's up?
Hello. She said no. She's not going to get the vaccination.
Okay. She said I'm not doing it.
That's fine. My mother's over 75, and I asked her because of course we're overly careful because she's here, and she's like, no, it's not going to happen. So we have to continue to be overly careful or get vaccinated. Calvin, you're not gonna get it either. Come on, y'all. Come on, help me out. Kara 007 said yes, definitely. Okay, this one. Where are you? I didn't even ask my husband if he's gonna get it. It's like really a personal thing, and we get that.
Hey, if y'all not gonna be vaccinated when we have our meetup, you better make sure you masked up when you come see me.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so let me get through the comments and I'll tell you why I made my decision. It says, yep, and Kara 007. Oh, Sal already got it. High five, Sal. Hey, I hope it was okay. I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
It says, yep, I'm also vaccinated. And Kara 007 is black too, in case people are wondering. Okay, yes, I need that information. I was like looking for the people in Africa and what are they doing because I need to know. This is what I need to know.
Right.
But we're right up the street from Howard University Hospital, and I know the president of Howard University he has sickle cell anemia, so he is getting vaccinated. So I'm like, what vaccination is that? I'm not sickle cell. I don't have sickle cell, but
and he's also a medical doctor.
And he's a surgeon. Okay, and it says, yes, Carol, I'm so excited. It says, but the cost to live in the DMV is outrageous. Oh, I know, girl. I know. So stop. What we talk about a lot on this show is that mindset.
Right.
Get away from that mindset, because we used to think like that too.
Yep.
And if you, so we told you when we moved here, our rent did it double? Our rent doubled. We rent our home. We don't own our home, and that's a whole nother conversation. We're not interested in Heath and Tracy are not interested in owning a home. Maybe our corporation, our LLC, will own a home, but Heath and Tracy will not own a home. And we just felt like during the move and the pandemic and everything, it was too much house for us to buy and not be sure of the situation in the country and who was the current leader. So we opted out of that, and we currently rent our home. Yeah. So that doubled for us, and it was a mindset switch. Yep. But now when I look at things and when I'm talking to you all about how much things are costing in the area, stop saying that to yourself. Because what's going to happen is once you move here, it's going to reset. It's going to reset once you move here, because people get paid more here. Everybody, for the most part, get paid more. My son works at Best Buy on the Geek Squad, and he makes
what, $15?
$15 an hour, and it's like his second job, right? He's 18, so that gives you a sense of, now he couldn't live in this neighborhood or drive the car that he drives, but it gives you a sense of what it's like to live here. And no, he does not live in DC. He lives in Virginia, where the minimum wage is 7-something. So that's just what it is here. People understand you need a certain amount of money to operate here, and that's what happens.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see what else. Care007 said, "Good advice, Heath."
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And Ezekiel said, "You got it right."
I got it right. What?
Her name.
Of course I did. Yeah. Because my parents were educators. If you can read this, thank a teacher.
Okay. He is really good at that. I have a different language in my head sometimes, so it's hard for me.
It's okay, baby. We know you got that Latinx blood flowing through you. You speaking different.
I don't speak Spanish. I understand Spanish, and when I look at it sometimes I have to translate. It's weird. Don't even ask.
Tracy got the Caribbean blood. She got the Bahamian blood, the Puerto Rican blood. Hey, shout out to the Pan-Africans out there. Shout out to all the Africans out there. We love y'all.
To all the Africans.
We love all of y'all.
But we love everybody.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of people we are.
So, we got one more thing, guys?
What else we got?
No, I think we're done. We talked about living in Bethesda today.
We did.
And Bethesda is...
We didn't talk about the inauguration enough, though.
This Week in D.C. I knew we forgot something.
We missed a whole section of This Week in D.C.
Oh, my gosh.
That's all right. But we can talk about it now, baby.
Let's talk about it.
It was a historic week, was it not? Did y'all see the Black excellence on display in Washington, D.C. this week?
We had to
what?
garner Howard garments.
Look. We was in the building. Howard University. Move it over, Ben. There you go.
No, there we go.
Howard University all day.
Ooh, these old. I need to go to the bookstore and get a new one.
Did y'all see the Vice President Kamala Harris?
Wait. Woman. Beautiful woman.
Right.
Vice President.
Speak
intelligent.
Speak on it.
Howard grad. But let's talk about living in the area.
Wait. Another fun fact about Kamala Harris is that she was a student at Howard University at the same time we were.
We were there with her, y'all.
Tracy, you said you thought you had a couple classes with her, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Because y'all were political science majors.
Yes.
Yeah. She was a little...
No, she was an econ major.
She was an econ major?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was econ too.
I was a political science minor. I don't remember having any classes with her, and she was a little ahead of me.
She was a little ahead.
But we did have a year of overlap.
Little crossover. She's really... understated in college.
My man David Rice, who lives in D.C., he has the little
he's
picture in the yearbook.
Yeah,
because he was on the same page as she was.
No, he wasn't on the same page. He was in the same yearbook.
Yeah,
he was a freshman and she was a senior.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, that gives you an idea when you were there, baby, with her.
Yeah,
I was there with her a little bit longer than he was.
So it was a big week.
Yes.
It was a big week.
So
we had the Kamala on display, the brother who's the head of the Pentagon now. I'm just about the Black excellence.
Oh, yes. We must point that out, shouldn't we? So let's move on to what it's like living here.
Okay.
During inauguration last week. I need my fan. I'm having a power surge.
The young sister poet was dropping it. The poet laureate.
Yeah, baby. I don't want to talk about all that.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to talk about what it's like to live here.
Talk about it.
So it was weird. It was deserted. Mm-hmm. What else?
A lot of police presence, a lot of National Guard presence.
People were getting arrested for dumb little stuff, talking loud. A lot of homeless people they kind of rounded up, which I thought was unfortunate. Mm-hmm. The fire that you saw that was started was probably due to it was cold. It was a little cold last week. Mm-hmm. So it was probably due to one of them kind of starting a fire. But it happened to be near the Capitol. If you drive around the Capitol in D.C., it's a lot of homeless people that reside like under the overpasses and in the tunnels and everything.
Not this week.
Yeah, it was a little different. They basically moved them out. Mm-hmm. And then we drove around downtown a little bit in places that you can, hang out and walk and even during the awakening, you're able to walk and move about and kind of see people in the street. None of that. It was a ghost town. Yeah. The entire area was a ghost town. Even in our area, it was everybody just kind of stayed home because it was depressing. It was a little depressing to be in the area this week.
But it was also a mixed vibe, right? Because of the excitement around the inauguration, the connectivity of Vice President Harris. And the Howard University energy, the Black excellence on display.
That was online, though.
Warnock, and I think that was here too, right? Because she had to swear the senators in. That happened here. The parade was downtown. The Howard University band was there.
But everybody could see that online.
I understand that.
I'm talking about. Okay, maybe that's how I felt then. Yeah. I felt.
Another cool thing that happened this week.
What?
When Katy Perry sang "Fireworks,"
now that was cool.
Running through the house. She was like, "Baby, you're missing it. You're missing it." I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "In the bathroom or in the closet?"
In the bathroom.
She was like yelling, coming up the stairs. They were boom, boom, boom. "Baby, you missing it?" I was like, "What is happening?"
I didn't connect my phone.
So we literally could see the fireworks outside of our window. We would look over the trees, and it was very cool. While Katy Perry was singing fireworks, we could literally see the fireworks from our house.
Yeah,
that's another component of what it's like living here in the DMV. You can see stuff like that.
And another girlfriend of mine, she had it too. Mm-hmm. It was very cool.
But we can see the Pentagon when they had like the light going up. What was that? Was that like when that was the 9/11 like celebration? Not the celebration, the commemoration of 9/11.
No,
when the Pentagon happened, we could see the light that was coming up that they had like. Being emitted from the Pentagon up into the sky. Remember we could see that some months back? You don't remember that?
I think it was something being commemorated downtown.
It was like a beam. It was like Star Trek. We were like, what is going on in the sky?
Yeah.
And we looked over the trees, and it was like a beam going straight up.
Oh, I remember that. But we could see, when Katy Perry was singing fireworks, we could see the fireworks from our house. Because we lived right across the river. Like, if we could do a direct, we could see like down to the Washington Monument and everything if there weren't trees. But if you go to the second floor of our house, you can look out our windows and we could see fireworks. Sorry.
It was very cool.
You can see fireworks from up here. So it was very cool to watch it while it was happening because we weren't able to be downtown.
And we live in the DMV.
So that was what was cool. But it was a more serious feeling around here. It was a real presence. I think I have a picture. It was a real presence. As you can see, this area is usually open. They were stopping your car. No, you can't go down these streets.
Yeah, you can see the Capitol there.
Yeah, you can see the Capitol there.
National Guard presence. We drove all through there and took some pictures and some video, and it was
Yeah.
definitely a weird vibe. The streets were definitely deserted. It was definitely a different feel than typically when you go down there, right? It's usually very vibrant, people moving around.
Yeah.
And
there were a
it's
few
pretty
nice
dope.
days last week, so
Yeah.
it was unfortunate because it's a beautiful place to just go and hang out.
Yeah.
And there's parking. You can park and get out and walk. They have vendors, and this is year round. It's not during just the tourist season.
Yep.
But it was unfortunate that even those areas that you're used to driving weren't drivable. They were literally locked off with gates.
Yeah.
And guards, not just gates, but guards, like lock chain stuff.
Yeah.
So
over time it'll loosen up, right? It's like the law enforcement people have to kind of get some of the stuff under control, and this kind of underwater underbelly of these insurrectionists and people who are just trying to drag everything down. So I think over time, right, that'll even itself out. And so I just want to let people know, hey, don't let that be a deterrent for you moving. It's a lot of stuff going on. We still have a global pandemic and all these other things happening, right? But don't let those things instill fear in you and enough to keep your good from you. That's what I'm trying to say.
So Dylan said, no questions this week, but keep up the good work. Great job. Thank you, Dylan.
Appreciate
Thank
it, Dylan.
You.
That's what's up.
And Ezekiel said, get back to how y'all rent.
She said she want to talk about it. You want to say that? Save that for another? You want to say that for
No, we can tell it really quickly.
Thing?
You want to get an LLC going? You got a little business on the side or something like that. Get a little LLC going.
But is that her commercial though? I mean, is that her question? I mean,
yeah, she said get back to the how y'all rent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've been renting for a while, right? Yeah. And so even though we've both been realtors in the past, and even though we've bought and sold a number of homes,
several,
and even though we built homes, we bought homes. We've helped dozens and dozens of people, maybe hundreds of people.
Between the two of us, we've
homes.
Probably sold about $20 million worth of real estate.
Probably more than that, baby.
Yeah, I'm just off the top of my head. So our reasons for renting are there's no real advantage, and that's if you want to live in your home for the rest of your life. And you have enough income going for the rest of your life to own and maintain your home. And when I say maintain, I mean fix the roof, fix the hot water heater, pay the skyrocketing taxes, anything that goes wrong with the home. If you're there in your life, go for it.
Yeah.
But you don't really get to write off what you put into your house. You don't get to write everything off. I don't know why they use that as a selling point.
Yeah. And there's lots of data out there, right? So you can do some research that shows you kind of renting versus buying, and what it means, what the dollars are, what it looks like, and sort of the concept of you understanding, is your house an asset? Well, yeah, it's an asset, but whose asset is it?
It's the bank's asset to be.
So, right?
We don't want to get into it because we know people are very, very. This is a sensitive subject. But this is our opinion. We're answering the question. It's a sensitive subject. Right.
So the way that we think about it is, if you're going to own property, you want the property to pay you, right? And so that's really the general theme, right? And so when you own a house requires a lot of outgo, and so if the house does not create income for you, then it becomes a burden to you. So the idea is. It becomes a financial liability, which is a burden.
Yes.
And so the idea is that if you want to own a house, then maybe you think about it differently, right? And so maybe you can take some of those dollars that you would be paying into a house, invest them somewhere else, maybe allow that to generate some income that pays you, and you can use that for the house. Or maybe you buy a multifamily property and you live in part of it, and you have your renters pay you.
Smart.
So now you have that income offsetting what it costs you, and it actually is putting dollars in your pocket. So there are some ways that you can do it in that regard. But the way that we think about it is, hey, if it's not going to pay you, then don't buy it.
So the other thing is you want to look at where you're moving to. And when we looked at moving here, I actually ran the numbers, and there are calculators out there that do this. And the numbers told us that if we purchased a home in this area, it would take 8 to 10 years to get any money back. So we had to be at the place of understanding that we were going to be in that particular home for 8 to 10 years for it to work out for us monetarily. So we chose not to do that. That's how we made our decision here. Now you can put the same numbers from different places in that same calculator, and it's going to tell you no, you're going to get your money back within a year or 2, or even 3. But if you're not going to get your money back for 8 to 10 years, and you're not even sure you're going to be in that home, that means you're losing money. And at our age and the point we are in our life, losing money is not an option. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're losing money by renting. How much you paying rent?" No, I'm not.
You gotta live somewhere.
You gotta live somewhere, and you gotta pay to live somewhere. So things that have happened in this house for the short time we've been here, we haven't had to pay any of it. So we pay very simply to live, eat, and you can do. You can have your LLC. What we were talking about though is when we do buy a home, we're probably going to buy it through our corporation and then rent back from our corporation. A lot of people do that. They put it in trust, they put it in their foundations, and then they rent from that foundation or from that trust.
Yeah.
So that's,
we can get into that.
That's a whole nother conversation. It's deeper than that, but that is the gist of what we'll probably do when we do buy a home.
I think she got it, baby. I think she got it.
Oh, we got a couple more questions. Yes, definitely do more research on that. Talk to people that do that on a regular basis. Okay. Where can I find that so I can run the numbers on my house? Ooh.
It's this phenomenal website. It's called.
Stop. I don't know right off the top of my head, Calvin, but type in Google. This is what I typed in. Type in, what did I type in? I typed in, I think there's a place called Numero or Numero. I'll try to remember it. I'll try to find it and put it in there for you, but it's called ROI on purchasing a home by city. I think that's what you put in. ROI, purchase home by city.
ROI, return on investment.
Right. Yeah, return on investment, purchase or buy property, something like that, and then it gives you the city, and it's based on the city. I don't know. I'm a guru on research and stuff, so when I get in there, it's a spider web, and I don't remember where I found it.
It's all good,
but
baby.
I'll try to find it. That's a great question, and I'll try to find it and put it in the comments.
Hit a little music, baby.
We want some music?
Hit a little music for a second.
Okay. Here we go. I'm not a producer.
It's all right.
But
just
here we go.
Music. We just sitting the vibe for a second.
I don't know.
That was good. Thank you,
like
baby.
that? You just needed a little.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you needed to cough or something, guys. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining us today.
Remember, guys, stay connected. Stay connected to God. Stay connected to your family, and stay connected to your spouse
or your significant other.
We love you, Heathen Tracy TV.